Well, folks, we are live here at VFW Post 8737 here in San Bernardino, California. I am Brian White, and we have an exciting night of Empire Wrestling Federation action for you. And we're going to kick it off here with Quetzel, the Birdman from Guatemala, going up against Archimedes, the man of mystery from parts unknown. We have seen Archimedes in action here over the past few weeks, and what we can say is he has very disrespectful, disparaging actions, if you will. And there he goes already, starting off there with some obnoxious push-ups. And Quetzel, imagine it. And Quetzel, he likes to have a lot of fun. He's from Guatemala. He's very in touch with the spirits and culture of Guatemala. Enjoys to dance and have a good time in the ring. We should see a very quick, high-paced, high-energy matchup here, as both of these men list agility as a big strength. And we have the tie up there, and going around there is Quetzel. And Quetzel in control here. Nice reach around there from Archimedes as he regains control into that side headlock. Archimedes cranking on that side headlock. Nice pressure applied there. And Quetzel, look at that, using that right leg, putting some pressure on that knee, reasserting himself here. Into that full Nelson position goes Quetzel, and Archimedes trying to get some momentum and get himself out of there. And Archimedes trying to fight off with elbows or something. He can't really figure it out here. Into the pinfall attempt, only a 1 count. And so far, Quetzel's had Archimedes off his game. Collar and elbow tie up here. And Quetzel takes the wrist. As he tries to crank and get leverage there, Archimedes rolls through and gets the wrist on the other side. And nice pressure applied here from Archimedes. And dropping more weight onto that wrist. And Quetzel, beautiful through the legs, gets out of that, rolls him up. This could be it right here. One count only. And Quetzel here securing that left arm, trying to crank on that elbow, trying to dislocate it. And Quetzel here taking Archimedes by the head and getting a little dance going. And this is kind of Quetzel's game here. He's very in tune with the animals and the folk culture of Guatemala, hence the costume, the bird. Enjoys to dance and have a good time and bring that energy to our fans here in the Empire. And Archimedes here missing with that big elbow swing. He's going to pay for it as he goes right in the corner. And look at this, Archimedes grabbing the nose. Come on. And Archimedes taking him down the hard way. Going for that clothesline. Duck from Quetzel, duck from Archimedes. Oh, beautiful arm drag. And another from Quetzel. And Archimedes just telegraphing these punches and strikes too much and getting caught with these arm drags. And Quetzel here getting him up in that vertical suplex position. He's stalling that suplex. Beautiful stalling vertical suplex. And I had mentioned agility as being a strength of both of these athletes in the early goings, but strength coming into play here from Quetzel. And Archimedes in all sorts of trouble there in that back. Ooh, and headbutts here from Quetzel. And this is a creative way to hurt your opponent. Applying all of his body weight in those headbutts in the corner. And Quetzel there, spinning into that wrist lock, but took too much time. Archimedes able to get some strikes to the back. And Archimedes lining him up for that clothesline, missing again. And that's been the story of the matchup so far, these missed strikes from Archimedes. But look at that, a game changer. Archimedes on top here, this could be it. Only a 1 count. Beautiful backbreaker from Archimedes. And it appeared he was telegraphing to me those clotheslines, but then he found a way out of it. Now going into the stomps and kicks. On the offensive is Archimedes. This man from parts unknown, extremely aggressive, extremely nasty disposition. And Archimedes with the Irish whip out of the corner. And eating the buckle is Quetzel. And Archimedes now with shots to the lower back. And the attack on the back continues here from Archimedes, who's might have found an effective strategy after struggling here in the early goings. He's going after that back. And again, beautiful takeover there from Quetzel. And the agility of Quetzel is definitely coming to play here. And oh, look at that. Surprising him as Archimedes almost steals it. 2 count. Another strike there from Archimedes. And another kick. And Archimedes stomping on that ankle. And Archimedes saying, you're not going to dance very much with no ankle support. Archimedes here, perhaps thinking submission here. Oh, yes, trying to get him over. Yes, it's got him into that Boston Crab. The Boston Crab sinked in here. This could do it. Well, look at that. Somehow Quetzel using that quad strength, getting him out of there. And Archimedes here applying that right knee onto that left shoulder. And now digging that fist into that back. And that back has been the story of this matchup. After that backbreaker, that very much went against the flow of the match. Got Archimedes back into this thing. And Archimedes, knowing that back is a weakness, keeps applying pressure there, trying to take that shoulder out of joint, and oh, nearly got it. 2 count there. Archimedes picking up Quetzel, scooping him up here. Nice scoop slam with authority from Archimedes, dropping the knee. And Archimedes into cover 2, and oh, nearly. And Quetzel trying to regain that vertical base. That back is a mess. And Archimedes trying to get him off the ropes. Perhaps thinking another Boston Crab, and that could do it. And using that top rope. And that is very much against the rules, but Archimedes breaking it before the 5 count. Heel kick there to the midsection from Quetzel as he gets pumped up. Quetzel into the ropes. Oh, look at that. Beautiful kick. Archimedes stays out on his feet, now collapses. And Quetzel going into the cover. He's got it. 1, 2, and oh, so close. And Quetzel dealing with that back. Can he overcome the injury from that backbreaker? Oh, no. Archimedes using that body weight, getting himself out of that predicament. Oh, but he collides in the corner. Quetzel goes in the corner. Archimedes, oh, look at that running punch. And that just rocked his world. Archimedes has got him, floats him over, hits the ropes. Archimedes of a head of steam like that, running lariat. And Archimedes, oh, I thought he had him there with that beautiful running lariat. And Archimedes, frustrated that he hasn't been able to put Quetzel away, back into the stomp. And again, working on the wrist, working on the back. That's been the strategy of Archimedes throughout this matchup. Forearm strike and another, and several strikes here from Archimedes. Nicely done. And there's that agility I mentioned, one of his strengths as an athlete. And Archimedes, oh! Into that back suplex, and that's going to do it. Archimedes has got him. 2 and, oh! 2 and a 3/4 there. Wisely done from Archimedes. He knew the back was injured. He went into that back suplex, but was not able to put him away.
It's over.
And Archimedes saying it's over. He must have something special planned here. Big right forearm. He's got him up. I mean, another back suplex. And Quetzel had it well scouted. He knew it was coming. Oh, look from that bicycle kick, missing. And Archimedes, oh, driving him on his back. And he's got him! 2 and 3! Archimedes victorious!
Your winner, Archimedes!
Well, folks, we are live here at VFW Post 8737. Tommy DiFozio, the pride of Beta Kappa Chi, going up against Fidel El Bravo Bravo. And DiFozio looks like an absolute mess coming out here. I don't know if he knows where he is already. Had an issue just getting the toga he was wearing off. And Bravo even seems slightly amused. I don't know if I can comment on the mental state here of DiFozio, but doesn't appear to be strong. DiFozio here saying it's too cold and going for his beverage here. And Bravo wants to wrestle. He wants to get this matchup underway. And DiFozio insistent that nobody touches beverage. So far, DiFozio's been an absolute train wreck in this one. And he middle rope the hard way into DiFozio. And Bravo with a big right hand. If DiFozio didn't know where he was before this matchup, he definitely doesn't know where he is now. Bravo shoulder into the midsection there with authority. And of course, Bravo accompanied by Chucho El Sicario, the mysterious and ever dangerous hitman that accompanies Bravo wherever he goes. DiFozio into the ropes. DiFozio with a nice duck there, low bridge. And he's got Bravo off guard here. Big clothesline. Oh, look at that right hand from DiFozio, who's found some tread here and some momentum. Big Samoan drop. Into the cover, too. Oh, whoa! Nearly there. And I don't think anybody would have saw that coming given the start of the matchup here, but DiFozio's found his footing here. And DiFozio, oh, wait a second here, Sicario. Hey, Sicario up here on the apron. And that confused DiFozio and allowed Bravo to get the upper hand here. And Bravo, a big kick. And Bravo here taking the shirt off. I guess he's warmed up now. And a blatant choke here from Bravo. And DiFozio coughing for life as he absorbs another kick there to the chest. And yet another one. And Bravo taking some time here. And choking DiFozio once more. And look at Chucho. Chucho with a blatant choke behind our official's back there. Bravo going to the cover, 2. And that was nearly it there. And Bravo here grabbing DiFozio by the hair, shutting him down with a strike across the back. And Bravo looking for shades of Mr. Perfect there. And looking at that fisherman suplex. Oh no! Rolling him through is DiFozio. Oh my goodness, he almost had him. And DiFozio with a big forearm. And this guy might not know where he is, but he hits hard. And a forearm from Bravo. And Bravo, he's got him. Fisherman suplex off the bridge. He's got him too. Oh, so close. And Bravo all over DiFozio, who came out of this, who started this matchup, and it looked like a mental mess. Bravo there with a big right hand. And our official might consider calling this matchup here and now. As DiFozio looks very disoriented. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue here. And Bravo here, slowing down the pace, slowing down the matchup, just cranking on DiFozio. Trying to put him down here. Take the life out of him, take the breath out of him. But DiFozio here, nice chin breaker, giving himself a lifeline here, ducking that back elbow. DiFozio exploding there. Shoulder tackle, jumping shoulder tackles here from DiFozio. DiFozio ducking that clothesline. Oh! Into that buster bomb. DiFozio here taking a beverage break. I don't know how smart that is. And Bravo, oh, and there's just beverage spilling all over our ring. Oh, and a DDT is DiFozio. And that's going to do it, folks, too. And, oh, that was about as unorthodox as it gets. A guy was trying to take a drink break and finish his opponent at the same time. I can't recall ever seeing that. And here's Sicario here from the ring. Oh, and Chucho took that liquid to the eyes. I don't know what it is. And Bravo here, spinning Michinoku driver. And that's gonna do it, folks.
Hold on. Cut that music. San Bernardino, first things first. When the Highlander speaks, you shut up.
As you were saying.
So the Highlander woke up with a problem today. I was doing my push-ups. I was putting my boots on. I was looking real good. But where's my kilt? One of you San Bernardino scumbags is stolen my kilt. And if I have to go out there and kick every single one of your asses, I will. So who's got it? Who's got my kilt? Show yourself.
And we are live here at VFW Post 8737. We have the Stranger going up against Highlander McCall. And apparently earlier in the day, while Highlander was working out, doing some push-ups, his kilt was stolen. He didn't know who by who. Apparently it was stolen by his opponent tonight, the Stranger, who is still wearing his kilt and has got him in that magistral cradle into that near fall there. Almost get him. And Highlander here in all sorts of emotional despair here. He can't concentrate. He just wants that kilt back. Oh, a big forearm from the Stranger. Definitely winning in the mental warfare department, but big shoulder tackle there from Highlander. And I don't know how wise it was of Stranger to irritate Highlander. Highlander is a very dangerous man, very physically conditioned, mixed martial arts background. And both men looking for hip tosses, and Highlander over the top rope. And Highlander absorbing there that forearm from the Stranger. And the Stranger here picking up a head of steam, looking to fly maybe. No. Not the better of it. And Highlander got out of the way. And Highlander, I don't think I've ever seen him so frustrated and so emotional in a matchup. He is completely off his game after the little heist that the Stranger pulled earlier in the day. And Highlander here in danger of getting himself counted out if he doesn't get back in the ring. I know he's desperate to re-secure his kilt. And our official backing up Stranger, and Stranger here, I don't know, looking to maybe taunt Highlander there, and it actually worked there. He went into the ropes, stomped the hand, and Stranger incoming. Oh no. He got caught. Look at the strength of the Highlander, driving Stranger into that steel ring post. And that will reconfigure your spine in a way you don't want. And Stranger thrown back into the ring. Highlander on the assault here. Stomp to the back of the head, into the back. And look at Highlander trying to reconfigure that face. Trying to disfigure the Stranger here. And Highlander maybe looking to hit a, yes he does, vertical suplex.
Come on, Stranger!
And Stranger nearly getting beaten there with that vertical suplex, was down for that 2 count. Oh, double axe handle from Highlander, and Highlander with a headbutt. Highlander here, finding up Stranger. Irish whip into the corner, oh! And with a thud goes the Stranger. And again, the Stranger went through for quick strike offense, quick victory here, and I don't know how wise it was. Now that
Stranger,
Highlander
danger!
has calmed down,
Stranger, danger!
he's been in firm control of this matchup. I don't know how wise it was to make him even more irate by stealing his kill. And look at there, Stranger ducking a couple strikes and then absorbs that kick right to the chin. And I think all Highlander needs to do is go over and get that pinfall, but amazingly enough, Stranger's back up. Appears to be somewhat on instinct here as Highlander chokes him there across that middle rope. And Highlander here driving the head of Stranger into that top turnbuckle. And shoulder thrust into the midsection from Highlander. And Highlander has got him, T-bone suplex. And that's gonna do it, folks. A T-bone suplex, 1, 2, and oh! 2.5. And McCall absolutely incensed. He thought that T-bone suplex would be enough to put away Stranger, and Stranger here fighting back with rights.
5 minutes gone by, 10 minutes remaining.
And another from Stranger, and Stranger hitting the ropes here. Oh my goodness, he telegraphed it. And absorbed yet another shot to the chin. And Highlander.
Come on, Stranger! Let's go, Stranger!
The Irish whip to the Stranger. He hits that buckle hard again. And Highlander generating a head of steam here. Oh my gosh, exploding is the Highlander. Rolling through. And again with that jumping knee strike. And Highlander here. Look at that. He got caught. He got caught there. Maybe it bought Stranger some time. Oh, yes, it did. Stranger able to duck it. Stranger moving out of the way. And the Stranger monkey flip. And Stranger here. Dropping him on that trapping arm DDT. And Stranger rolling over. He's got the cover, 2. 2. As the arm was coming down. By the thinnest of margins. Our official's hand did hit the mat, but the official determined the shoulder was up a fraction of a second early enough to get out.
A challenge? A challenge?
And Stranger here.
Hold up, have the dugout, take a look at it.
Big double axe handle. He's got all the momentum here. Big arm drag.
There you go, come on!
Japanese arm drag. A big double drop kick there from Stranger. And Stranger here. Oh, look at Russian leg sweep. And into the pinfall goes Stranger. 2 and oh, so close yet again. And Stranger's got to be asking himself. He's hit him with 2 big shots there. What is it going to take to put Highlander down? And Stranger here. He's taking a lot of time here. I don't know how wise this is. Stranger ascending there to the top turnbuckle. Maybe looking to fly here. He took way too much time. Highlander able to get back up on his feet. And Stranger not where he wants to be. As Highlander, oh, what a kick and another! 2 massive kicks, German suplex! And Stranger, oh, look at that, into the Tiger Bomb! 2 and 3!
And their opponents from El Paso, Texas, Mexi-Machos!
Oh, we are live here at VFW Post 8737 in San Bernardino, California. And we have tag team action coming your way as Fancy International, the team of Congo Crush, and Ty Ray takes on Mexi-Machos. Mexi-Machos has been on quite the tear, and actually their family is growing as the son of Tortuga, Piolo, is in there today. Teaming, of course, with Tio Chulo. And Chulo is starting off here against Ty Ray. And Jack Fancy hijacking the entrances of this matchup. Very obnoxiously so. And Ty Ray here measuring Chulo here. And Mexi-Machos, they've been on a tremendous streak here in the Empire, making their way up the tag team ranks. I know they are eyeing the EWF tag team gold. And who knows what that combination could be. Could it be Piolo and Tortuga? Could it be Piolo and Chulo? Or maybe the original combo of Chulo and Tortuga. But this new wrinkle makes Mexi-Machos that much more dangerous and that much more unpredictable moving forward here. Test of strength here. And Chulo winning here as Ty Ray has to hit the ropes here to kind of get the break. And Ray here trying to stretch out those wrist tendons. And saying he hurt his neck as well, trying to get out of that. Collar and elbow tie up here. And Chulo here trying to get underneath, and does into that fire miscarry takeover. Very nicely done. Traps that arm and shoulder joint. And of course, Congo Crush here on the apron here on the other side. This 400-pound behemoth, this weapon that Jack Fancy has deployed on the Empire, leaving a path of destruction and avalanche-based offense. And in comes Piolo, the son of Tortuga, the top wrist lock. And so far, Mexi-Machos has done quite the number on Ty's wrist here, and Ty's got to try to roll out of this, do something, and gets that quick trip on Piolo. Ray hits the ropes here with a head of steam. Beautiful arm drag there from Piolo. And Piolo with control of that arm area and gets the tag in to Tio Chulo here, and Chulo back in. A shot there to that elbow joint and that shoulder joint. they seem to have a strategy here of going after the wrist and shoulder of Tyree here. And he gets a quick 2 count there. Very nicely done here from Mexi-Machos. Sound strategy. Great tag team wrestling here thus far. And going after that joint again is Chulo. Chulo hitting the ropes. Oh, rolling through. Beautifully done there from Chulo. Chulo, that sunset flip, rolls him over. Oh, he rolled him too much. Oh, he ducked it. Very nicely done. And into the pinfall attempt, too. Oh, so close there. And Jack Fancy saying that he had intent here on the World Tag Team Championship with the team here of Congo Crush and Tyree. I don't think he should be so quick, as the Mexi-Machos have had the better of them in the early goings. And in comes the monster, the self-proclaimed 8th wonder by Jack Fancy, Congo Crush. A man who reminds many of monsters of the past, like Abdullah the Butcher, one who comes to mind right away. And look at that big takeover there from Crush. And Crush, he has an avalanche-style offense, and Piolo a little intimidated, as he should be. The weight and size difference here is immense. And look at that nice tandem offense there as Chulo slides in. And some gray area there on the tag, but we have Piolo back in there. And Chulo with a senton, and Tyree incensed there on the outside. As Mexi-Machos have been the smarter, the more clever team here in the early goings. And big drop kick there into the knee from Chulo, taking away the big man's vertical base. Very good strategy here all around from Chulo. And Piolo as well. They've gone after the shoulder joints, and now they're going after the knees of the monster Congo Crush. And Crush there with a right hand. That will be a big answer. And Crush, oh, he's got him in the corner. It's exactly where he wants him. And Tyree there with stomps. With the takeover there from Tyree. And kick there to the back of the head. He goes in the pinfall attempt. He might have him dazed here too. And oh, so close. And Tyree here with the armbar. He's trying to crank it. He doesn't have it synced in all the way here. And Chulo trying to get under that bottom rope. He's got to get a tag into Piolo. He's getting up to his feet, though. That armbar definitely not synced in anymore. And Tyree there, shot to the back of the neck. Regaining control. And in comes Congo Crush. Fancy's monster, and he just drops all of his weight on that knee. And Crush, once again. And Crush, devastating shots there to the knee region of Chulo. And Ray here with a stomp for good measure. And Ray, oh, he nailed Piolo there off the apron. And Ray's got Chulo. He's gonna look to scoop him up here. Yes, nicely done. Scoop slam from Tyree. With a little showboating for good measure here. Oh, come on. And only a 2 count. And then a stomp. And Tyree can be a tremendous athlete, but he can also be just completely out of line with his behavior and his antics. And Crush back in here. And Crush once again using that body weight. Oh my gosh. Dropping it all on that leg. And Crush, I don't know what he's saying, but it's not nice. And Crush with a big headbutt. And Crush, and look at this. Trying to get underneath that kneecap with all of his body weight. Oh, and again, and the assault on the knee continues. And I don't know if Chulo should continue in this matchup. That knee looks severely damaged. And Ty Ray with a mocking dance. Disgusting display from Ty Ray as he stomps the knee. And the knee of Chulo is the story of this matchup. He desperately needs a tag. And Ty Ray taking a lot of time here. And Jack Fancy doesn't seem too happy about it. As Chulo is able to get some punches off here. He's desperately got to get himself out of here. He's got to get that tag. But he finds himself in the wrong area of the ring, right in the middle, in the midst of all of Fancy International. And look at Crush. Our official's got to turn around here. And Piolo here to the rescue. Oh no, our official blocking it. And stomps here from both members of Fancy International. And the numbers game catching up with Mexi-Machos here. As the X factor of Jack Fancy on the outside certainly assists Crush and Ray. And big stomp there to the midsection once again from Ray. And a right hand there from Chulo, who's fighting with desperation. He knows he's got to get himself out of there. He knows about the knee. And look at that, Chulo, what a right hand! And yes, he's tagged him! In comes Piolo! Piolo, the fresh man here, and he flies through the air! And Piolo measuring up Ray with some rights. Big right there from Piolo after he floored the monster. And Piolo, look at this! Into that DDT! He's got him! He's just got to roll over and get that pinfall. He's got him. He's got his weight on him. 2. Oh, nearly. Crush to the rescue as Piolo was about ready to put Ray down. And Chulo here fighting with desperation against the monster Crush. And Crush with just forearms. And this matchup is pure chaos here. Insanity at VFW post 87-37 as Crush taking him down the hard way. Ty Ray with stomps to Piolo. And Crush in that corner with Chulo all over him. And Ray throwing Piolo over that top rope. And Ray stomped there, right in the lower back. And Ray there, wait a second here, Fancy in there. What is Fancy doing in there? Piolo dropping Ty Ray. And our officials call for the bell here. It's just been too chaotic.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner,
he gave some discretion.
Mexi-Machos.
And apparently Mexi-Machos has been declared the winner in this disqualification scenario. Well, folks, we are live here at VFW Post 87-37. I am Brian White, and at this time I'm joined by a very special guest. He is the CEO of Fancy International, one of the premier scouts of talent in professional wrestling. Mr. Jack Fancy, thank you for joining us.
Well, hot diggity dog, Jack Fancy live in stereophonic sound at the EWF Scouting Talent, yes indeed.
Well, we have the golden boy, Jordan Clearwater, going up against Honest Jon here. Jack, what are your thoughts about these two offhand?
Well, my thoughts First impressions, Golden Boy, I like his height. He's been in the gym, you can tell. Honest Jon, he seems like the kind of guy that's going to tell you like it is, which I like. Let me ask you this. What do you know about these two wrestlers?
Well, Honest Jon swears that he never tells a lie, that he's always truthful, even though his actions as of late haven't really reflected that.
So he's a liar.
I'm not saying that per se, but he doesn't seem to be what he claims he is. And Clearwater, he's just been, like you mentioned, he has the size, he has the energy, he has the enthusiasm. He's been very impressive here in the early goings in the Empire Wrestling Federation.
Well, right now, Honest Jon's got the upper hand. I like that.
Big hip toss there from Honest Jon. And Jack, I have to ask you, I know that you claim everything that Fancy International touches turns to gold, but so far in 2019, things haven't exactly worked out the way you thought they would.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, Congo Crush wasn't able to capture the EWF World Championship.
Oh, that's true, and you know what? Either was Ty Ray, but 2019 has just gotten started. We've hit a few speed bumps along the way, but let's talk about 2018 and what a great year that was for Fancy International. Tag team titles, yes, we did it. World Heavyweight title, yes. Ty Ray got that title. He was robbed. But nonetheless, 2019 is starting off slow for Fancy International, but it's only going to get better, Brian.
Well, we'll have to see about that, but there's no doubt what you're saying is true. In 2018, Fancy International changed the game here in the Empire Wrestling Federation. You guys cracked Uptown Andy Brown in my estimations.
Well, like I said before, that was part of my plan all along. When I came to the EWF with a plan, and that plan was to take over. But two men were in my way, Andy Brown and Super Beetle. And, well, you've been around. What's happening with Super Beetle and Andy Brown right now? You tell me.
Well, they're not the men I knew, that's for sure. I don't know what's going on with them. And Honest Jon looking for that scoop slam. Golden Boy here, reversing it into a big hip toss.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Clearwater.
Big arm drag there from Clearwater. And the Golden Boy scooping him up. He's using that size advantage he has over Honest Jon.
He's playing to the crowd just a little too much. That's going to cost him in the end, in my opinion.
And Clearwater taking the time there to show the muscles to the crowd as he flies in the air with that leg drop. Go for the cover. Only a 1 count.
There's nothing wrong with a little showboating as long as you can get the job done. But right here, look at him, cowing to the crowd. That's going to cost you.
And Honest Jon here, still out of sorts here as he tries to recollect himself here.
Let's see if he's got that killer instinct.
And Clearwater looking for that scoop slam maybe again. Oh no, maybe thinking power slam here. Running power slam, and that should do it for Honest Jon here.
Nope, Honest Jon's fighting out of it.
Honest Jon here on the apron. Oh! Dropping all of his weight on that arm across that top rope.
Turn around, Honest Jon. Turn around. Turn around.
Using his ring setting there to his advantage. So it comes in and gets greeted with a boot to the midsection.
Rookie mistake. He took his time, and now he's paying the price.
Well, I have to ask you, Jack, when you come out here scouting for talent, what is the main thing you're looking for?
Oh, really? I don't know if there's one thing. It's that it factor I'm looking for. And do they got that killer instinct that Fancy International requires? And right now I'm seeing that killer instinct. I don't know if I'm seeing it in both these guys. They both got some fight in them. But I don't know if I'm seeing what it takes to be in Fancy International.
Well, that was an impressive backbreaker there from Honest Jon. And now he's got that arm trapped as he drops his weight down on it. And Honest Jon there.
Stay focused, kid.
Dropping his weight again. And Clearwater's got to readjust that elbow pad as Honest Jon slides it down, drops that body weight. And I think Honest Jon's found a strategy here, hasn't he?
Well, he's going with the oldest strategy in the book. Pick a body part and work it. He's working over that left arm of Clearwater. Who knows? Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he had a prior injury that we don't know about, or maybe he's just trying to injure it now. But that's a smart strategy right there.
And again, back onto that left arm goes Honest Jon. And Honest Jon, oh, he took too much time again. And that's been the story of this matchup, is Honest Jon gets an advantage, takes too much time, and then eats a strike.
And that's why, you see, both of these wrestlers could use a manager like Jack Fancy. See, I take good wrestlers and I make them great. That's what Jack Fancy does.
Well, Honest Jon here all over that arm as he tries to get that variation of the Fujiwara armbar locked in there on Clearwater.
Back to the body part, back to the body part.
He's trying to hyperextend that elbow and that joint there, that shoulder joint.
See, now if I was at ringside with him, I'd tell him, rub his face in the mat at the same time.
And Clearwater into that pinfall, nearly got him. So Honest Jon get out of one there, and a big kick to the side of the head, and oh, drops his weight with that elbow drop back onto that joint, and that elbow, oh, and another vicious here.
Clearwater is hurting, no doubt about it.
From Honest Jon, and our official had to check to make sure he wanted to continue.
I don't think that kid's gonna quit. He's got a lot of heart. Crank that arm, Honest Jon.
And Honest Jon there in that seated hammerlock there. And Honest Jon talking a lot of trash here to our crowd here in San Bernardino. As you mentioned, Fancy, he doesn't lie. Is he telling the truth about our audience? Come on.
Well, yes, I think he is telling the truth about this audience.
And Jon here cranking that arm and strikes there to that elbow. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, again.
Clearwater, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. That arm may be dislocated.
He might be going to the hospital right after this matchup, as Honest Jon with a calculated and vicious attack here on the left arm of Jordan Clearwater. Golden Boy, I don't think we've seen him in this much trouble before here in the Empire, but we are seeing it here this evening.
He may have met his match tonight. Suplex.
And fisherman suplex from Honest Jon.
But see, Jon's making a mistake that I see a lot of young wrestlers make. He's taking too much time.
And got a 2 count there. And maybe if he was able to bridge that fisherman suplex, he might have been able to put him away.
My thoughts exactly. And that's why he may need a manager like Captain Jack Fancy.
Jack Fancy making overtures here at both of these young athletes.
Let's see if he can hit it again.
And Clearwater, impressive there.
Oh!
Body control. Got that big kickoff, big clothesline. And Clearwater with that double axe handle. Running on pure adrenaline here. Into the cutter.
Honest Jon is reeling.
And Honest Jon, he's got to regroup. He's got to regain his assault on that left arm. And look at that avalanche splash from Clearwater.
I gotta say, I'm liking what I'm seeing in Clearwater.
Clearwater thinking running bulldog. Honest Jon had it well scouted. Oh, scooping him up. Oh, he's got it back in that power slam position. Running power slam.
Oh, big power slam. Beautiful. Hook the leg.
And Clearwater in the cover. 2. And oh, 2.5 there. As Clearwater with a devastating power slam.
Honest Jon's not ready to call it a night yet.
But Honest Jon, I don't know if he knows where he is right now, Jack. He might have kicked out on instinct, but he's looking all sorts of
He's lost,
wobbly.
but here's what I'm talking about. Play into the crowd a little too much with the Golden Boy. This may cost him right here.
And Golden Boy looking for that bulldog again, but Honest Jon able to regroup, rolls him through. And into that jumping DDT, wow.
Looked like he landed right on his knee.
And 2.5.
If he would have hooked that leg a little deeper, I think he would have had him.
Now that was one heck of a move there, DDTing him, like you said, onto the knee. I don't think I've ever seen a guy do that before. Very innovative there from Honest Jon. And Honest Jon frustrated with just strikes.
He looks like he got a second wind.
And look at that face on Honest Jon. This is one twisted individual.
Both these kids are hungry.
And Honest Jon thinking something big here. No, Clearwater able to reverse it after Honest Jon took too much time again. Oh, Jon's got him again. Took too much time again.
I think if Clearwater can hit that running bulldog.
And
Oh!
there's that running bulldog. This could do it. 2 and 3. Impressive from Jordan Clearwater. Golden Boy victorious here at VFW Post 87-37.
Wow. I gotta say, the running bulldog is an underrated move. That is a devastating move. Drops you right on your head. And Honest Jon, he's gonna have a headache for about a week from that one.